The most unbelievable first day of school. Herbie Bear's alarm clock woke him up. Ring! It's time to get up, Herbie, called Mom. You don't want to be late for the first day of school. Herbie burrowed under the covers. He was excited for the first day of school, but he was also nervous. He had lots of questions. Would he know anyone in his class? Would his new teacher be nice? Oh, thought Herbie, I wish I could go back to sleep. Herbie's little brother Hank jumped on the bed with a big thump. Herbie! Herbie! He sang out. Time for peanut butter pancakes with honey. Said Herbie. Peanut butter pancakes. He tossed the covers aside and quickly got dressed for school. He decided to wear his favorite new shorts and his coolest shirt. Herbie sat down just as his mom was setting a big plate of peanut butter pancakes on the table. Herbie loved anything with peanut butter, especially peanut butter pancakes. Big day today, said Herbie's dad. As I always said, a new school year is a new chance to learn new things. Maybe, sighed Herbie as he squeezed some sticky, gooey honey all over his pancakes. Herbie's dad was a teacher at the high school. He loved everything about the start of the new school year. Herbie, however, wasn't so sure. What if I have lots of homework this year? Asked Herbie. What if I don't have any friends in my class? I'm sure you'll have a great day and you'll meet lots of new friends too, said Dad, but Herbie, let's give your new teacher a little time to get used to your imagination. Herbie smiled. He had a big imagination. He could start thinking about something and before you know it, he would be off to an imaginary adventure. Sometimes Herbie's daydream happened to be drew pictures. Sometimes it happened to just be thinking about a fun thing to do. There he goes again, his family would say, and Herbie would just smile. Herbie, finish your pancakes, said Mom, and your lunch is on the counter. Don't forget to put it in your backpack. After breakfast, everyone scrambled for their bags and shoes. Dad hoped Hank got ready for preschool. Mom gathered her files for work and gave Herbie and his older sister Hannah a big goodbye hug. It was rush, rush, rush to get off to work and school on time. Herbie and Hannah walked to the bus stop. Most of the neighborhood kids were already there. Herbie's best friends, Michael and Kim, were happy to see him. Hi, Herbie, said Kim. Isn't the first day at school exciting? Hey, what happened to your arm? Herbie looked down at a bandage on the elbow. He had scraped his arm on the kitchen table, but he wished he had more interesting story to tell. He touched the bandage softly, and then he began to daydream. Herbie imagined that he and Michael were skateboarding in a park. All of a sudden, a swarm of bees zoomed on the trees. Buzz! The bees were very angry. Herbie and Michael skated faster and faster, but the bees were right behind him. Herbie and Michael zipped past the slide that zoomed past the steel wings. Just as they were about to give up, they saw a pond. Herbie and Michael jumped in. They hid quickly in the cattails. Buzz! The bees flew right past them and back into the trees. Whew! Herbie realized he had been daydreaming. Huh? Oh, it's nothing, he said to Kim. I just scraped my arm on a table yesterday. Along came the big yellow bus. Beep, beep. Good morning, children, from Honeycut Court. Booming the bus driver. Everyone liked Mr. Clark. He told funny stories about Pickles, his pet frog. He sometimes sang funny songs, too. Everyone took their seats on the bus. Herbie and Michael looked for a seat when they could sit together. Herbie hoped they won't have to sit near Ken Coyote. Ken liked to tease other kids, and today Herbie was already nervous about the first day of school. Herbie and Michael found an empty seat near Ken. Herbie looked about. Whew! No Ken Coyote in sight. The yellow bus rumbled down the street. What did you bring for lunch? Asked Michael. Said Herbie. I think my mom packed me a peanut butter sandwich. He opened his backpack and froze. Herbie had forgotten to grab her lunch bag off the counter. Oh no, guessed Herbie. His tummy grumbling at the thought of forgotten lunch. Herbie looked at a bus window. Maybe I could turn my backpack into a jetpack. he thought. Herbie began to daydreaming again. Herbie imagined that a backpack was real rocket-powered jetpack. He pictured himself on zooming high above the trees. Whoosh! Herbie flew home quick as a wink. He grabbed his lunch and flew away back to school. He was so fast he even beat the school bus. Herbie realized he'd been daydreaming again. He watched out a window as the bus bounced down the street. At school, Herbie sadly got off the bus. He wondered he was going for lunch. Just then he felt a tap on the shoulder. "You might need this," said Hannah as she handed Herbie his lunch bag. "Thanks, Hannah," said Herbie. "No better than a jackpack." What?" he asked. Herbie just smiled. Herbie, Michael, and Kim went into the school building. What a commotion. Teachers and students were scrambling everywhere, and they all seemed to be looking for something. Herbie saw a very worried-looking school librarian. "What's going on, Mr. Garcia?" he asked. "Oh, hello, children," said Mrs. Garcia. "Someone left all of the classroom pets out of a cage. We got critters everywhere, and just when everyone is arriving to start a new year. What a mess." Just then, a little mouse scurried around the hallway. Michael recognized Snowball, the class mouse from the kindergarten room. "I'll get him," Michael said, and sped down the hall. Kim turned to see a big frog hopping toward the gym. She knew that frog. It was Pickles, the bus driver's pet. "Pickles!" Kim called as she raced the hopping frog. "Herbie," said Mrs. Garcia, "please come with me to the library. I think Mr. Stone, the guinea pig, might be scurrying in there." Mr. Stone was Herbie's new teacher. Herbie began imagining what Mr. Stone was like, but there were no tiny daydreams by now. Herbie had a guinea pig to find. Herbie and Mrs. Garcia stopped at the library door. "Where should we look?" asked Herbie. "Maybe we should try the mystery section," said Mrs. Garcia, "so we can find out who opened up all the cages." Herbie tiptoed up and down the row of books. He listened carefully and he sounds that might be a missing guinea pig. Herbie was just going past the sports section. Crunch, crunch, budge went to the sound. It was so soft, Herbie could barely hear it. Crunch, crunch, crunch. It went again. What could it be? Herbie pushed some books aside. They sat a fluffy brown guinea pig. He is chewing on the corners of touchdowns and tackles. "I found a guinea pig," said Herbie. He was sure Mr. Stone would be happy to see his pet again. "Maybe Mr. Stone will make me student of the week. This will be my very best year yet," Herbie whispered to himself. Just as Herbie teaches to pick up the guinea pig, King Coyote showed up. "That's what you think, Herbie Bear. What do you think if I open all the cages? I'm going to find all the animals. Then I'll be named Student of the Week. I might even be Student of the Year." He grabbed the frightened guinea pig and headed toward the door. Just then, Mrs. Garcia came along the corner. "Not so fast, King Coyote," she said. "I heard everything, so you're the one who opened the cages. You and I are going to Principal's office. You got a lot of explaining to do." Mrs. Garcia handed the guinea pig to Herbie. "Herbie, please take the guinea pig back to Mr. Stone. Thank you for helping me solve this mystery." Everyone helped gather the rest of the missing pets and return to their cages. The kindergarten teacher was happy to Snowball could stay sound. Mr. Clark was so happy to see Pickles. He told him she could honk the bus horn each morning. In Herbie's class, Mr. Stone told Michael, Kim, and Herbie how proud he was they were able to catch 3 of the missing pets. Mr. Stone called Herbie to the front of the room. "Herbie, I was going to have a contest to name our classroom pets, but since you rescued him, I think you should give an honor. What shall we name him?" "Well," said Herbie, stroking the guinea pig's fur, "when I found him, he was nibbling the book called Touchdowns and Tackles. I think we should name him Football." "What do you think, class?" asked Miss Mill. "I think it's a great name," said Kim. "It sort of looks like a football." "I think there's another reason to name him Football," said Michael. "He was able to run and dodge and weave into the library, just a real football player." Everyone agreed that Football was the perfect name for the guinea pig. At dinner that night, Hannah, Herbie, and Hank had lots of things to share about the first day of school. "We're going to learn about ancient Egypt this year," said Hannah. "That sounds exciting," said Mom. "Let's go to the library this weekend and find some good books about Egypt." "I can count," shouted Hank. 1, 2, 4, 5, 17, 22, 10. Good start, laughed Dad. It sounds as if you know a lot of numbers. How about you, Herbie? Asked Mom. How was your first day of school? Oh, it was awesome, said Herbie. All the classroom pets were running everywhere. Michael, Kim, and I caught 3 of the pets. We were all heroes. And then Herbie remembered his bee escape and his super fast jackpack trip. It was a good day of imaginary adventures. He began to get their faraway looks in their eyes. His family all sighed, Oh, Herbie, you and your imagination. The end.